Hey team! Hello and welcome back to the kitchen. So glad you could come join us tonight. You've got your chair. Gonna grab your spoon here in a minute, but first I bet you want to know what's for dinner. And it is a simple two-pot recipe. Okay, so one pot cooks the pasta, the other one does everything else, and then you mix it together. But it is called Chicken and Spinach Skillet Pasta with lemon and Parmesan. It's delicious. This is such an easy one skillet, really two skillets because you cooked your pasta, meal. 25 minutes to prep. The biggest amount of prep that I had was cutting off the ends, the stems of the spinach because I'm not a fan of those. And then maybe cutting up the spinach. The rest of it, easy, super simple prep. And then everything went in this pan. Okay, awesome, you found your spoon. Well, then I'm gonna say, welcome to the kitchen. I'm Wendy, your chaos coordinator. Tonight, what's for dinner is a very simple skillet, chicken, and spinach with a lemon zest sauce. It's delicious, it's quick, it's easy. Like I said, while you were gathering your spoon, I gathered the ingredients, and so I went ahead and cooked our pasta. So we've cooked 8 ounces of any kind of ziti, any kind of round pasta that you like. And then we have 10 cups of spinach here, which I just use a bigger package of spinach, and I don't like the stems, so I've rinsed everything, cut all the stems off. We have Parmesan cheese, a little thing of white wine. I just happened to pick up a Chardonnay. It doesn't matter, whatever you want. It's going to be half a cup, so, probably right at half this bottle. A zest of a whole lemon and the juice of a whole lemon. So those are sitting here, as well as our 2 chicken breasts have been cut up and quartered. And then I have 4 cloves of garlic that are ready to be crushed as the recipe tells us to. Okay, so the only thing I did not get was just a little bit of oil to put in the pan. So I'm going to start the pan now, and then we are going to cook this recipe together. I will put this recipe in the pinned comments so that everybody can follow along. So easy. I mean, seriously, we could have done this in one pan. You could have cooked the pasta and then in this pan and then set it aside. It's fine. I don't know if you'd call that a cheapskate. I'm a kitchen task cheapskate. If I can only use one pan, I just want to use one pan. The less I have to deal with afterwards, the happier I am. All right, so we've cooked the pasta according to package directions. We've drained it. We've set it aside. Now we're going to heat the oil in the skillet over medium-high heat. Add the chicken, salt and pepper, and cook, stirring occasionally until cooked just through. So let's get that started. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat on to medium-high, and let me grab the oil. I'm just going to put maybe a tablespoon of oil in there. Feel like Rachel Ray when I pour oil in there. Except mine's not EVOO. Sorry, Rach. I'm a regular old veg girl. I like the vegetable oil. And I heard them say salt and pepper. Let me grab it out of here. And we'll do it again. McCormick. Hello. Hello. McCormick. Come on, man. I'm your girl. We're good at this. We're going to add some of this to it as soon as this oil gets heated up. The weather's beautiful. I've got pants on today. What? Pants in Florida. Last night we were watching the football game and it was warmer up north than it was here. Like, wow. Okie dokie. Weird weather right now. Weird weather. Okay, let's see. Time to add salt and pepper. Yes. our grand old McCormick's. And then it says, stir occasionally until just cooked through 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, it's been 7 minutes and it is starting to brown up, so I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. And we'll go on with the next part of our recipe. I'm just stirring it up here, get that brown off. All right, yummy. So you can see the chicken is browning up. And the next thing it says we want to add is the garlic and cook stirring until fragrant, about 1 minute. And you'll remember that in our other videos. It's important not to put the garlic in at the very beginning because you don't want to burn it. You just want the fragrance of the garlic. Oh, let me pull out my a good paring knife there. Oh, that's lovely. I don't know if anybody saw that, but the garlic just took a digger right into the lemon juice. This is a nice one as well too, like I did for you guys. You just get everything ready before you start cooking. And then it's just whoop, 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 bing, bang, bing. While the pasta's cooking, you do up the chicken, get the garlic ready. Get out of there. All right, so we've got garlic. Stir that around for about a minute. I did the zest of the lemon, and then I rolled the lemon really hard on the countertop to get the juice ready, and then juiced that lemon. It sort of just needs the juice of 1 lemon. And you'll see how quickly this comes together. Like bam, 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 bam. Okay, then we want to stir in the wine, the lemon juice, and the zest. So I'm going to go ahead and add the zest first. And then it's half a cup of wine. Where are we going here? There it is. Which was about half of that little guy. I'm just going to pour that directly into the lemon juice. And then I'll pour this in. That'll help get everything up off the bottom. Oh my goodness. That smells delicious. I love this. This is a light meal, but hearty because of the pasta and the chicken. It just is so good. Makes me so happy. All right, then the next thing we're going to do is stir in the spinach and the cooked pasta. Cover, let it stand until the spinach is just wilted, and then divide among the plates, and you can top it with Parmesan. Now I'm going to cheat because I like to add the Parmesan in while it's cooking. I cheat a little, but see how we've got all this wine sauce in here. Got some liquid in the bottom there, and now I'm just going to add in some spinach. Almost like making a layered cake where you add in bits and pieces at a time. Add in some, then add in some pasta. And stir. And then I'm going to add, altogether it says 4 tablespoons of Parmesan. So I'm just going to add half now. And some more spinach. And just fold that back and forth. Whoops. Wendy, don't lose it. Just waiting for that spinach to wilt. Wait for that spinach to wilt just a little bit. If you could smell the citrus and the wine, and then a little bit of the Parmesan. My goodness. Okay, so you can see the volume's gone down. I am happy to add more pasta. Come on. And I'll just stir all up again. And you're just going to keep stirring and adding. We've got one more pile of spinach to put in here. Boop. I have a couple of runaway pieces. There you go. And then we'll just fold until the spinach gets wilty, which takes, I don't know, 2 minutes maybe. And then we can put it, this serves, it says it serves 4. You probably could. You could probably get away with 5 or 6 if you were serving, you know, a bread as a side or something like that. Or some appetizers. All right. This is going to get one more topping of cheese. We're going to plate her up. So easy. I'm so glad you could be with us in the kitchen today. Thank you, friends. We have 105 friends, by the way. We've gone definitely over the 100 over the weekend. So we're at 105 wonderful friends. So exciting. So happy to have you here. Okay, let's recap since the spinach is just about wilted, just about ready to serve. This serves 4. I say you could get away with more than that if you were serving an appetizer, maybe a soup or a bruschetta beforehand or something like that. What is in here? We have 2 chicken breasts that were cut and quartered. We browned them with a little bit of salt and pepper, i.e. also known as Montreal steak seasoning. Then when the chicken was browned, it took about 5 to 7 minutes. We added 4 cloves of garlic. We stirred the garlic in just to get that flavor coming up and out of the garlic. Then we added a half a cup of white wine, the juice of 1 lemon, and the zest of 1 lemon. That all got stirred. Then we added the 10 cups of spinach and the pasta that we had pre-made and drained and set aside. So it was half a package of ziti is what I had in here. And I just went back and forth between adding spinach. I stirred it until the spinach started wilting. Then I added pasta, stirred that around. Then I added more spinach, stirred that around, then more pasta. And I just kept layering. In between there, I did use a handful of Parmesan cheese on top of the pasta. And then so I did that twice. Every time I added the pasta, I added another handful of Parmesan cheese. So this 1 dish skillet spinach pasta chicken is ready to go. So we are ready to plate it up. I will meet you at the kitchen table. Go wash your hands. Go wash your hands and get ready to meet us at the table. I think we got everything, right? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. Meet you there. All right, team, that'll do it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you coming and sharing every night. I love cooking with you, and it shows. We have 105 friends that like to show up for dinner. I'm going to need a bigger table. Anyway, I hope you have a good night, and please join us next time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and share with someone else who'd love to join our cozy, chaotic content. All right, stay tuned for a Zen moment. It's a view from my hammock in the backyard. And then we'll catch you next time. See you later. Bye.